Black Ops 7 Zombies is doing something that previous iterations of Black Ops zombie games and general Call of Duty Zombies games have not done in the past, with the introduction of Cursed Mode or Classic Mode. Previous Zombies iterations, especially in the more recent years with Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, Cold War, Black Ops 6 now, and now rolling into Black Ops 7, there's really only been one way to really play the game with round-based. Obviously there was Outbreak and Cold War, with some of the round-based stuff, as well as Modern Warfare Zombies, where it was very open world. But on the round-based side of things, it was really just that, round-based, with maybe slight varying levels of difficulty, potentially some different small game modes in Black Ops 4 with things like Rush or Gauntlet, and Grief returning in Black Ops 7, but there really hasn't been anything like this in a really long time. So in this video, I want to break down what Cursed Mode is, this new classic mode, quote-unquote, how it differs, and if it's going to actually deliver the thing that us hardcore zombies players really want to see. So first things first, let's actually just talk through the game modes that are coming in Black Ops 7 Zombies. So I've got this up on my screen here, going through the 4 game modes that are going to be in Black Ops 7, as well as what Cursed or this classic mode is really going to be. So obviously there's standard. This is just basically what's been happening in Black Ops 7, totally normal. All the main quests and side quests will be active. Pretty simple. Then there's directed mode, which was introduced in Black Ops 7. In Black Ops 6, which will, I think, be a really good addition to continue to have. I think it's a great option if you want to casually do the Easter egg, if you have a friend that maybe hasn't done it before, or it's good for new players that want to try the Easter egg that maybe are a bit intimidated by it. Then the next 2 modes are quote-unquote newer. So first there's survival maps. Survival maps are coming to Zombies for the first time since Black Ops 2. So think about it in the similar way that you would load into Black Ops 2 and you could either choose to play Transit, or you could choose to just play in Town or Farm or Bus Depot. The same thing is going to be happening here. All the different locations throughout this new map, Ashes of the Damned, you'll probably be able to play at each one of those POIs. And I believe the first map at launch is going to be Van Dorm Farm, or the farm area. But I'm pretty sure over time that they're going to add in more of those locations and the POIs that we can go to in the main map as options to play as in survival. So that's pretty simple. Obviously there's no quests, it's just survive as long as you can. Now the new mode, which needs a little bit more explaining, is Cursed Mode, or this classic mode. And I'll just read through the description here. Take on a new experience featuring some legacy mechanics with numerous side quests and potent and cursed relics. Activate these relics to face harder challenges in exchange for new levels of power, replayability, and rewards. So on the surface level, it sounds interesting. It's just adding a new way to play. But what is the purpose of this? Why are some people excited about this? Why are some people nervous about it? And what do I think it should really deliver? So just so we can fully understand it, I'll just break down this Cursed Mode even more. So, and this is just pulling from Treyarch's blog, but inside of Cursed, there's relics, rewards, and old school challenges in Cursed Mode. So this is it's being advertised as being tailor-made for the hardcore, crafted for those who seek more demanding experiences. So you can't enter Cursed until you fulfilled certain criteria, which is the first thing. And some people are upset about it, but I think it adds just more replayability. You have to play one thing a certain way to achieve something before you can play this. I see it as a positive and a negative, to be totally honest. It just adds more playtime. Now, if whatever we have to do is annoying, then that would be annoying, and it would be pretty stupid. But once you do access the mode, you'll start your Cursed match with just some very familiar friends. A trusty pistol, no loadout weapons, no minimap, and the classic point system. So that's really the basis of the Cursed mode, is just everything seems to be the same, besides you start with a pistol, just like you would normally, and like World at War, not many maps there, but World at War, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, and Black Ops 3. No loadout weapons, no minimap, classic point system. From there, the focus in this Cursed or Classic mode is to find these artifacts hidden away inside of the maps. Each one is themed from a different totem or a theme from a different Black Ops Zombies history, which sounds really interesting. So there's a unique condition. I'm sure there's some kind of side quest or mini Easter eggs, so to speak, to actually unlock these relics. And basically, they're not just here to just say, hey, I did this thing, this is an achievement, but they actually give you a debuff modifier to make your future matches challenging. So some of the examples it gives are things like, hey, you can now only limit to buy 4 perks. So it's kind of the baseline, start with a pistol, no loadout, no minimap, classic points. you get a relic, and then it's down to 4 perks only. Very similar to Black Ops 2, and then some of what was happening in Black Ops 3, besides the Gobblegums, removal of ammo caches. It basically simplifies the game to its core mechanics of, like, if we were to look at Black Ops 2 specifically, which this game is obviously a direct, pretty much extension of. With those relics becoming available, your future cursed matches and private matches can become harder and harder as you hunt those down. They're obviously going to support those during the post-launch season. And then it seems like the big question is like, okay, well, why make it challenging? Well, one, it goes back to kind of what was happening in Black Ops 2, but it'll unlock more powerful relics, as well as granting us classified benefits and basically just a ton of rewards, which is really cool. Now, what if we think back to revisiting some of the original Black Ops Zombies maps? Think of Kino der Toten, Ascension, Call of the Dead, Der Eisendrache in Black Ops 3 even. That's not super classic. Buried in Black Ops 2, Origins in Black Ops 2, even like Mob of the Dead in Black Ops 2. Think of those maps. The big thing there in analyzing the core mechanics of really what define gameplay in those maps are the perk machines, Pack-a-Punch, Mystery Box, the randomness of the Mystery Box, and just the actual joy of having a well-executed train. And you're very limited on resources. I can remember very clearly in Mob of the Dead and Black Ops 2 training down at the docks in that tight area and just being so satisfied just with that, with just being to survive as long as I can. And I feel like now there's so much other stuff to do in these games, and you feel so powerful right off the bat. It's like you need to wait a while until you really need to train. Whereas in Black Ops 2 is all about best training locations and just lasting as long as you can, and you're very vulnerable. So yeah, that's super interesting. And so is this new cursed mode going to have us feel that same way? Maybe once we unlock most of the relics, it'll feel really similar, but I don't know. But if we think about the round progression and the pacing of even Black Ops 1 through 3, even some of 4, 4 is tough because you have the specialist weapons or whatever right at the bat. But even from Black Ops 1 through 3, the scaling and escalating intensity of classic mode versus just this like very dynamic mission structure of what has become new Call of Duty. The original, I'm calling the classic games and the classic mode, so to speak. Hopefully it reflects over into what this new cursed mode is. So that's super interesting. I'm very curious to see how it works out. But that's really what I think of is in the old maps, you had to build up from scratch. You had nothing. You had a limit of 4 perks. It was a mad rush to try to figure out the Pack-a-Punch or to even get the perks in the first place. And even though maybe some people would describe it as like a crutch perk, it's just the point of the game. You start off weak and you build up power and you build up strength. The big question that I want to leave us in this video is who is going to win that kind of comparison here? If when Cursed comes out and when Black Ops 7 comes out and we can play that, how is it really going to feel? And we don't know until that happens, obviously. I'm just speculating, but it's really interesting to think of what is the point of bringing Cursed back? It sounds like it's to try get it as close as possible to that gritty, rough experience that was in Black Ops 1 through 3. But is it going to deliver that? Is the environment going to deliver that? Is it going to feel gritty? Is it going to feel just like those old games? Like if you load up Black Ops 2, even Black Ops 3, you can feel the difference just in the environment of everything with the perk machine, like the whole, like if you think of Mob of the Dead even, map is totally dark. It's kind of scary. There's some sketchy stuff. The only like specks of light are the mystery box, the perks, and the Pack-a-Punch. And those are basically your lifelines, but it takes time to build those up. And there's also still a lot of stuff to do with like feeding the dogs, getting the Tomahawk, getting the Blundergat, updating the Blundergat into its multiple variants, and then the Easter egg. So I hope that my hope is that the Cursed mode delivers on the atmosphere. I guess these few things. I hope that Cursed mode delivers on the gameplay flow and the player experience of having that strong round progression and the pacing. I hope it delivers, and this is the whole game, with the visuals, audio, and atmosphere. I don't know how much that's going to happen. I think the pacing is more controllable at this point in the classic, in this Cursed mode, versus like the visual, audio, and atmosphere. The map looks really great and everything looks awesome, but there's a chance that we load in, and it's really, really cool. And then after a month or two, it just feels like another Cold War map, which is going to be interesting to see how it all works out. At the end of the day, if each one of these experiences, the curse mode, the normal survival mode, and just the standard mode, offer different experiences and replayability, I think that's going to be one of the most important things. So I'm really curious to see how it goes. I'm curious to hear your guys' thoughts as well. And I'm excited to give Black Ops 7 a try and try out this try out this cursed mode and see how it goes. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks again for watching. Watch out soon.